disappear. Hold on. Let me.
I think we're good now. Everyone can hear me, okay? Yeah. Awesome. All right, we're ready to roll. It's 11:01. Wow, we have a lot of participants on this call. We have 31 and rising. Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for getting on this call. We are so excited to be partnering with Simon Chan. Simon is an expert in MLM industry. A lot of you already follow his work, and some of you I know already coach and mentor with Simon. I have worked with Simon previously at USANA Health Sciences. A lot of our top leaders partnered with Simon, did his mentoring sessions, and essentially really developed themselves and their businesses through the partnership with Simon. And that's what really excites me about this opportunity right now, is that we have this amazing guy who's taken some time today to spend time with all of you, and just so that you can learn a little bit more about Simon and what he does in the industry. And Simon's been in the industry for around 15 years. He's kind of known as the Oprah of MLM, which is very exciting. And he's a speaker and an online marketer, and he helps distributors find more prospects, recruit more, and create more duplication, which is what you all are looking for and want. He's the host of MLM Nation, which many of you have seen or you can find through Facebook. And he's not just a mentor, he's got the experience combined with research. And Simon also interacts with all the top MLM leaders across the world. So he has a lot of experience. He's had the opportunity to connect with our industry's top leaders and really find out what are the skills they doing that really drive business success, and who is the person that you need to be to get the results that you want within this business. So I'm really excited, and I'm so grateful for you, Simon, to jump on this call with us this morning. And I'm going to let you take it from here. So please welcome Simon Chan.
All right, thank you all. I can't hear your applause because I was the bad guy who muted you all. But thank you so much for having me on here, Pam. It's an honor to present and train in front of you. Thank you, Pam, for also the trust and allowing me to share. So I'll give you a warning, though. I am no BS, no hype. I am very direct. So can I be that? I know I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. We're very direct style. And I just want to give you the real deal. Cool? I'll also speak very fast. I'll do my best to slow down a little bit. I just get very excited. Well, first of all, New York to speak fast. And then I also get very excited and passionate when I talk about network marketing. But I think I've learned to slow down a little bit. Plus, I go to Australia. Australia is like my second home. I go there. I go back like 3 or 4 times a year. I've learned to speak in a way where Aussies can understand. Okay, so hopefully you can tell me how well I'm doing. I figured, there's a lot of things I wanted to share with you, what it takes. I think it's super excited for you all, and especially you are in kind of like a ground floor opportunity where, a lot of my good friends are in LifeVantage. They've had great success in the U.S., and you guys are just getting started in Australia. It's really exciting. Pam talked about, I talked to a lot of people and a lot of different top leaders. I was just hanging out with Rachel Jackson the other day. I was just talking to Tim Cox. Kerry Crane-Dickey spoke at my event the other day. I just interviewed Sean and Michelle Pohl last week. We're talking, and actually I'm doing a team training for them. I think this coming Sunday. So just very excited, especially when you open a new, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. You really are in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A big part of my success, Pam talked about it, was I really like going to new markets and opening up because it's like, I give it an example. It's like, if you open up like a McDonald's franchise, you make money. But if you're like the first McDonald's that opened up in Sydney back, how many years ago, it was a much better opportunity, right? Doesn't mean that you can't make money later on, but you really have like a ground floor where you can pick up fast, great momentum, and that's where you are at right now. You're a very unique, once in a lifetime opportunity. So don't waste this opportunity. It's really exciting. And that's actually one of the things I did. Big part of my business was in Asia when I was building my MLM. Anytime there was a new market, I went out there. When Malaysia opened up, that was my first big break. I could say I went out there, I lived there for like on and off for like, you can say 18 months. I would go there for 3 weeks, come back to the LA for like, 4 to 6 weeks, go back there, be out of the time. I lived there for 18 months. And then when I went to Philippines opened up, I did the same thing. I actually couldn't spend as much time there because I was married, but I went back like 10 times in the span of 2 years. I had my top leaders. We had an apartment in Manila. So really where you're at is better. You don't even need to travel. You're at your own home country. It's really, really exciting. So I want to share my screen. I want to talk to, it's easy to talk about a success, but I want to share about my humble beginnings, okay? Because if you met me back in 2003, I was definitely not, someone you thought would be successful, right? And that's one of the things, first lesson, get your notepads out, note or phone or Evernote or whatever you want. I'll read to write notes. First thing is, your past does not dictate your future, okay? If you asked me back in 2003, I'll do a training, a webinar, and webinars, webcams, like 40, some of you looking at me, I'll be like scared stiff. I couldn't even present to 2 people. So, because I never did any sales, never did any marketing. I didn't know how to talk to people. And I didn't know many local contacts. Okay, so again, your past doesn't dictate your future. One of the big differences between success and people who are not is, I'll share a couple things. Number one is people who are successful, they think of the future. They visualize, they daydream, right? And we kind of did that as a kid, but somewhere along the lines, we stopped dreaming. And I want you to ask yourself this question: at what point did you stop dreaming? For a lot of you, probably when you're 10 years old, 12 years old, you maybe want to be an astronaut, you want to be the doctor, you want to be the movie star, the actress, and then all of a sudden someone said, or the athlete, and someone said that you can't do that, and you stop dreaming. And then you're just living life according to what you're supposed to do. Go to school, get a job, and work hard, and slowly advance up, right? But people are successful. They visualize, and they think of what can be, not what happened, because your past doesn't dictate your future. If you look at my past, no one would have thought I could be successful in network marketing. But it's the same for you. We can all learn. I have 3 funny. My purpose is to have a positive impact as many lives as possible. And I love network marketing for 3 things. Number one, we're all born with unlimited potential. We are all born with unlimited potential. Every one of you here can achieve amazing things. Now, you may not believe it because you listened to the wrong people, or you said that was my history, or that's the type of person I am, or you give yourself excuses, but we can all do amazing things. We're born with unlimited potential. Now, it may take you a little kick in the butt, a little uncomfortable to get that potential out of you, but we're all born with unlimited potential. Can you say that? Can you type that in? We're all born with unlimited potential. I want to see some engagement here, okay? And you can all see my slides, right? We're all born with unlimited potential. Type that in. Number 2 is network marketing allows us to give back more. Number 3, network marketing allows us to be better parents, to create a legacy, because we're always leading by example, right? So for me, I did not have any success. Pam never even seen the things I'm going to show you right now. So don't take any screenshots. But when I first started, this was my company's back office, November 2003. I was in the business for 2-3 weeks, and I made $0. No money. $0, okay? And then December 5th, 2003, a month in, still, what, you want to see my check? It's called an egg, a 0. Big egg, okay? December 19th, I'm like, go, let's go. I can believe. Now, before I joined network marketing, by the way, I got to give you a story. No one recruited me. Okay, no one recruited me. I actually read Rich Dad Poor Dad, read Cash Flow Quadrant, got interested, and thought, hey, I was sick of the rat race. I want to do something for myself, and found out network marketing. Now, I was super skeptical. I went to read these books, Ray Ford Network Marketing. I read Network Marketing for Dummies, even though I'm not a dummy. I said, okay, let's be a dummy and learn. Saying it told me network marketing worked, right? So I said, all right, no one recruited me. By the way, I just found a company, went to Google, found a person, I called him up, say, I want to sign up. How do I join? Oh, sign me up. I want to join today. That's how I started on November 14th, 2003. But I believed it. But, 2 months in the business, still what I call a pancake. Right there, $0. Now, January 2nd, still called bagel. Right there. Okay, 0. Not much better. January 9th, Zero. Now, but something happened. Okay, I'll share with you. On late December 2003, and this is something I want you all to pay attention to. This business is awesome, but you got to work it. You got to treat it like a job. Okay, every single day. Now, we all like to be our own boss, but often we don't like to be our own employee. You got to be a boss and your own employee. We want to be the boss calling the shots. Well, someone's got to do the work, right? Not if you. I wasn't doing the work. The only thing that saved me was in a couple of things. Number one, I decided not to quit. I read Network Marketing for Dummies and said, if you stay in the business for the same company for 5 years, everyone can make a full-time income. And I said, I'm in. And full-time income was $50,000. And I actually said, I don't want $50,000. I want $100,000 residual income. But I knew if I quit before 5 years, I am cheating myself. Now, if after 5 years I don't make $100,000, I'm out of here. I'm quitting. But I cannot quit after 5 years. So I want you, first of all, make a big promise. You're never going to quit. You're going to stay in the business because you're cheating yourself. If you do it consistently, the results will come. Just like a kid, if they're in the swimming pool consistently every single day for 1 hour a day, 7 days a week, the kid will learn how to swim. If you know how to ride a bike, you're on a bicycle for an hour a day. You may fall, you may crash, but you're going to learn how to ride a bike. You stay in network marketing, you will make a full-time income. So I said, I'm not going to quit. And I wrote a date down. That's the first thing that saved me. Second thing is, I would be like you, listening to training calls and getting plugged in. But I wasn't having results. And this was a call that turned my business around. I remember, I was in New York in December of 2003. My parents still live in New York, and I'll visit them during the holidays. I still remember driving on a cold night. It was probably like 0 degrees, maybe -5, driving. They live in Long Island, pulling up the driveway, and I listened to a training call. And this was back in the day where we didn't have Zoom. We didn't have, we actually have just MP3s. I had to download them and then burn them onto a CD. And I'll plug them in the car. Remember those days? To burn like a CD-ROM. And sometimes I don't bite the wrong, like a CDR, CDRW. I put the wrong one. I couldn't even burn them. I was like, oh. So anyway, I figured it out. I burned them. And I listened to this guy. He's like, oh, MLM, this is great. This is good. I have a wife down there. I quit my job. I'm like, yeah. I'm so tired of that fluffy stuff. Come on. But I'm listening, trying to be motivated. And he said one thing. Like, if you do this is on a Monday because you hate your job. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, take a day off. And then Thursday, you got fired up. He's like, hey, I'm going to do it. And then Friday, Saturday is the weekend. Then you take off. And Sunday you're like, oh, I got to go to work again. Monday you get fired up, you get angry, you go do the business again. You're not going to last. You got to do this business every single day. Now I remember, specifically even today, I remember you speaking directly at me because that was exactly what I was doing. I was talking to one person, taking one day off. I was treating it like a hobby. And I was like, no wonder. I read the books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read all these books. They talk about network marketing. Why was I not making the money? Because I was not working. The business works, but I wasn't working it. So I started treating it like a job. Because here's the thing. I made a consistent time every day to recruit and prospect. Now, every day, that was my New Year's resolution, 2004. And I couldn't even wait. It was December 28th. I just started doing it. December 28th, I got so fired up. I got some leads. I called my friends, made a list, and started talking to people. Because before then, I talked to 10 people in 2 months. This business doesn't work when you talk to 10 people in 2 months. This business works if you tend to talk to 10 people in 1 day. It doesn't matter if they knows. It's the more you talk to. And I think one of the big mistakes, and maybe some of you are making it, is getting like the big whale. The big whale. So what does the big whale mean? The big whale is like one heavy hitter. Like for me, it was weird doing supplements. So I had a basketball connection. I had a friend that was a professional basketball player. I thought about, wow, if I just get one basketball team in the products, I don't need to recruit anymore. Because every player, 15 players, they'll be using the products every month. And then on my other leg, my dad was a doctor. I talked to his doctor friends, get 2 of them in, and our company, my play plan, we get 2 doctors in every month. They have, every day they see 50 patients a day, 5%, just like 10%, 5 patients buy the products. And then at the end of the week, I have like 25 customers from 1 doctor, 2 doctors, 50 customers. I was like, ka-ching, I want to be rich. I don't ever need to work again. I just got 2 doctors and a basketball team. That's it. I'm done. So that's what I did for the first 2 months. I only talked to 10 people because I talked to 1 trainer for the basketball team and just talked to a couple of my doctor friends. But what you don't realize is you want to get a basketball team, you want to get a gym in, you want to get a fitness center in, you want to get it takes a lot. How many follow-ups do you think that takes? How many follow-ups do you think it takes to get a doctor? And do a doctors at the time? So while I was waiting for them to call me back, this time I'm like waiting when they come up. Hopefully he calls me back today. He wants to learn more. I talked to 10 people in 2 months. And I'm like, that's the big whale. See, this business is finding hungry people, hungry, quote unquote, average people that are willing to change their lives. Right now, I'm not saying the doctors don't work, but it takes a long time. You have to buy them lunch, buy them dinners, lots of times. That's lots of meetings for one person. And a lot of times they don't get it because they've been so, school brainwashed. Like, oh, this is the way to do it. And don't ever tell a doctor that he doesn't have a life because they're very proud of getting a doctor degree. So did it work? So for me, I was like, I talked to 10 people. See, this business is fun like the next Charlotte, right? The next Karen out there. The next Bob, the next Brett, ready to go. That's what, think about how you join the business. So I listened to that call. I got angry. I started doing the business every day. I started treating it like a job. I want you to write down, I want you to treat your business like a job. Because think about this. If you're at your job and your boss says, hey, Arlene, we have a meeting at 3 p.m. Are you going to show up? You're going to show up, right? If your boss say, we have to stay a little bit later today, just 5 p.m., quick meeting, are you going to show up at the 5 p.m. meeting? You're going to show up. Or maybe you can come in a little early, 30 minutes early tomorrow, especially at 8:30, till you meet. You're going to show up. But think about this. How many of you don't show up for your business every day? That happened to me. I was like, how am I showing up? I was so angry. Like, that's so messed up. I won't show up for my boss, but I won't show up for myself, for my own future. That is messed up, right? That's so stupid. It's stupid. I'm such a total idiot. I would go in my boss's meeting. I would do everything. My managers, I would show up, but I won't show up in prospecting every day. So I got so fired up. I got so angry. I think every day between 4:30 to 6, I am going to spend time doing the income-producing activities. What are they? Recruit, meet new contacts, invite, expose, and present. Whatever you call it. Invite, it just could be, hey, are you interested to earn some part-time income? And they say, yes. They say, no, great. But every day I talk to 5 people. I will get 5 no's. 5 yeses, 5 no's, doesn't matter. 5 people, 5 follow-ups, and bringing 3 people to watch some type of presentation. Presentation could be a 3-way call, could be a Zoom webinar, could be sending them a video link, but every single day, right, invite, basically invite, expose, and you follow up. 3 things. Dude, so what I did was every day from 4:30 to 6, no excuses. I treated it like a job. I treat it like my boss. My boss said, Simon, you got to be at this meeting at 4:36. I had to show up. I would show up. And I want you, every one of you, to find a time in your day where you're going to show up every single day. Now, you may not have 90 minutes. For me, why 4:30 to 6? Because that was the time I had. Okay. Now, for you, some of you, you may not have 4:30 to 6. Okay, maybe it is only 30 minutes, but you can balance it. I would, during my lunch hour, I'll make, instead of eating a lunch for an hour, I'll eat a lunch for 15 minutes and spend 45 minutes for some cost. Sometimes even have a lunch. I'll just make, go to a coffee break. Some people drink coffee, they have a smoke break. I make 1 follow-up call. I'll do 1 call or 2 calls just so I can stay in the game. Even sometimes when the prospect said no, just getting that no, at least I presented to someone. Okay, so treat it like a job. I want you to take 30 seconds out. Think about this. At what you're committed, at what time of the day can you, every day, spend time on the business? Whether it's 6 to 7, maybe it's during nap time when the kids are napping. What time are you going to do? Okay? So, not do you ask about written protocol. Basically, there's only 5 things you got to do every day. Every day, you got to build your list, meet some new friends. Number 2, every day, you got to invite someone, see if they're interested in looking at your business. Number 3, every day, you got to follow up. Okay? Number 4, you got to do some self-development. Number 5, you got to communicate with your team. Okay, but write it out. Every day, what are you going to do? What time you going to make that commitment? Treat it like a job. If your boss told you, you're going to show up. So show up. That was what I did. So January, I started doing this. And I'll share some. I was so fired up. I was actually at my parents' place. I was still at my parents' place. And I remember that CD, I actually rewound and played it a couple of times in the driveway where the car running. It's freezing cold. I was like, man, I knew this business worked. And by the time I invested, I was down $2,000 to it. I invested the top package, I got auto shares, all the products coming in, and I'm like, I haven't made no money yet. But I knew the business worked. I wasn't working it. Do it every day. So I started. So when I started the business, everyone who was, before they were great, they were good. Before they were good, they were bad. Every master was once a disaster. And boy, was I a big disaster. It took me 42 people to get my first sign up. But you keep going. I was so bad. I was staying at my parents' place, and this was back when the Wi-Fi wasn't that strong. I would have some of my friends' names on the computer, and then I'll call them. But the Wi-Fi worked in the kitchen, but I didn't want to go have my mom listen to me. Oh my goodness, my mom would be like, what is my son doing? I was like, too embarrassed. So I'll go to the den. Make a couple phone calls, and make one call, and run back out to the kitchen, look at the next phone number, I'll go run back in. And my mom's like, son, what the heck are you doing running back and forth? I'm like, Mom, nothing. It's nothing. I'm okay. But that's how I started. I did it every single day. Okay, every single day. Just like if you don't know how to swim, you're in the pool every day. Within a month, you will learn how to swim. So January, I started. Now, I said I started December 28th. This was this January 9th. Like 13 days and almost 2 weeks. And what was my check? It's still a big bagel, an egg, still zero. But while sharing, one thing that helped me out was I tracked my numbers. One of my mentors told me, if you talk to 100 people, any 100 people, it could be the swim coach, it could be the guy's petrol guy, whatever 100 people, CEO, one person will join. So I would I'll track my numbers. So I didn't think I was that bad. But here's the thing, why you need to track the numbers. Sometimes I ask people, hey, are you, how many people you talk to? It's like 10 or 20, 10 to 20 people. Did you track 10? Did you talk to 10 or did you track 20? I'm not sure. Well, I'm telling you, it's the big difference between 10 and 20. Because my first 10, I couldn't even get past hello. I was a major disaster. But 20, people were interested. They were actually taking a look. But I couldn't pass. By 30, they were actually ready to get started, but I couldn't get them to buy the product or sign up. But by 42, I made it. That was my first one. But the reason you got to track, because you got to see yourself get better, right? I knew that, hey, when I actually was over 20, I'm like, I'm not that bad because I'm there as 20. I get another 10. My mentor said 1 out of 100. I'll be there. Allows you to track your progress. Let me ask you, do you believe you have $1 million business? Is this a business? Every business tracks the numbers. The McDonald's tracks the numbers. Right? The Starbucks tracks his numbers. Every business tracks the numbers. I was trying to think of Australian business, but I had a brain freeze. I was going to say Tim Hortons or whatever coffee shop. I know there's no Starbucks really in Australia. But for some reason, I couldn't think of the maybe someone would help me out. I was about to say Burger King, but you don't have Burger King either. You have like the other Burger King. So Glory Jeans, exactly. They track the numbers. So treat your business. Track your numbers. Okay, track your numbers. Hungry Jacks, there you go. Hungry Jacks tracks the numbers. So January 9th, okay, still $0. January 16th, I finally got my first sign up. Okay, I got 500 points. And guess what? How much money I made? Still $0. Okay, because of the way the pay plan was. Now, this is what happened. This is when, what happens here? This is when your upline says, or your friends, put negative friends, say, hey, congrats. How much money did you make? I was like, 0. How much your upline make? He's making a lot of money. See, your upline's making all the money off of you. So you can't listen to that stuff. I still remember. I was so excited. I got my first sign-up. I'll share the story. I had no discipline at that time. That was a totally different Simon Chan. I sponsored this guy. He emailed me back, said, hey, I'm ready to sign up. I said, wow, finally someone's ready to sign up. 42nd person. I still remember his name, Huey Neely. Don't go out on Facebook trying to look for him, okay? But his real name, Huey Neely. And he said, call me at 7 a.m. my time because I go to sleep. So he works in the post office, and he works night shift. So he goes to sleep in the morning and wakes up at night, works at night. So I set the alarm, I'm excited. I wake, and the next day I wake up, and it's like 7 a.m. But 7 a.m. California time. I need to get up at 5 a.m. I'm like, oh my God, crap, I blew it. I think that's how I know discipline. Oh, come on. I'm calling him. I call him, and he picks up the phone. He's like, hello. He's like, he's in deep sleep already. He's dreaming. He's like, Simon, ready to help you get started. I was like, oh yeah. How much does it cost? I was like, $700. I was like, sure, let me get my credit card. And he gave me his credit card. I'm like, wow, it worked. My mentor was right. 1 out of 100. So I'm done. I'm going out there. I'm like yelling and screaming. And one of my good friends, she's my neighbor. I lived in a tiny apartment at that time. He's like, Greg, I finally got a sign up. He was one of those negative friends, like waiting for me to fail. He's like, hey, congrats. And he knew I went through 41 people, like no one joined. He's like, I'll buy you a couple beers tonight. Yeah, celebrate. He's like, congrats. He's like, okay, great. When are you going to quit? Give me that type of look. And I'm so excited. So I go in there, and on the computer, I can type it in and put in the credit card details, right? I'm really excited. And now, know that I've never done any business before. I've never taken a credit card in my life. So I put in the credit card details, go there, and then I put in the name, the address, and I realized, oops, I forgot the expiry date. You need an expiry date for credit card? Forgot it. It won't work. It won't process. So I'm like, oh. So I have to call him back again. I call him back again. I'm like, I have my fingers crossed. Please pick up the phone. Call him up. And this time, he's like, hello. Now this time he's probably the third REM. He really think he's dreaming right now in a bad dream. I'm like, Huey, I'm sorry. I need your expiration date too. I'm like, oh, you need that too? I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, let me go get it. Hold on. I'm like, please don't hang up on me. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I count at this. All right, here's the expiration date. I'm like, oh yes, I got it in. He put it in and it hit submit and it worked. I was like, it works. This business works. Someone actually wants to join. And my mentor was right. 1 out of 100 people will join. Doesn't matter who they are. And by the way, that person would join. There were friends I thought were going to join, didn't join. There were people I least expected. He was one of the people I least expected, but did join. Never prejudge your prospects. Never prejudge your prospects. Now, I didn't get the check yet because the way the company was, right? The compensation. But you keep going. The thing is, when you keep going, your skills will get better and better and better. And the following, this is what, January 16th? Following week, I got my first check, a $200 check. Okay. And since that time, I've gotten a check almost every single week. Aside from a couple of weeks, I've gotten it every single week. Okay? So here's a couple of things. And from there, by the way, I talked about the turning points. This is something recent. I've been retired from buildings for over like almost 4.5 years since I've done anything in my MLM. Okay, I actually no idea what the company's doing, what products. I don't go to the events, and it's been 4.5 years. And recently, I looked at my back office. Average 1,000 people, anywhere from 800 to 1,000 people join my business downline every single week. Okay, it took me a long time. First year, like I said, 2 months to get my first sign up. So here's another thing: most people overestimate what they can do in the short term. They overestimate, but they underestimate what you can do in the long term. Right. From there, I became the #1 fastest growing distributor. Pam showed me on stage back then. And today I have, part of my residual income of over 80,000 downlines. Okay, this is just a picture from the Philippines alone. Most people overestimate what they can do short term, but underestimate. During that time, that's why it's really important to track your numbers. Because during that time when I was not getting any signups, it wasn't a loss. Because you never lose. It's winning, not winning and losing. It's winning and learning. When I was not getting signups, I was learning. I was learning to get better. I was learning every step along. I was learning to get better. So that's why you got to track your numbers. And when things don't go well, ask yourself, what the lesson I learned? So I'm going to give you a couple other tips. And I'll share. I'll open up for Q&A, whatever. But one of the things you have to do, we talk about treating like a job, you have to plan your days, plan your weeks, right? You should know, like, for tomorrow, I mean, Thursday in Australia, you should know Friday, Saturday, who you're talking to. Make that list. You have to treat it like a job. Just like the job you show up at 9 o'clock, you have to book that time in the day. And who are you talking to? Don't leave it up in the mind, because in the mind, if you don't write it on paper, you talk yourself out of it. How many of you have someone you want to talk to, or you want to follow up with, but you talk yourself out of it, right? You have to write it in there. And don't ever think that, you have to plan your day. I'm so anal about, you got to schedule a consistent time to prospect. If you don't have a consistent time, just put it in your calendar, in your diary, because if you don't do that, you never have time. And I'll give you an example. There's probably a garage or a closet in your house or some part of your house that needs cleaning, right? And you say, one day when I have time in the weekend, I'm going to do it. But that time in the weekend never happens, right? Because there's a thing called Parkinson's law that everything fills up to a vacuum. So if you don't plan it out, things will imagine like a weekend. Oh, I have nothing planned on a weekend. But all of a sudden the weekend, things will fill up. And all of a sudden the weekend is gone. You haven't done anything. And that's what happens. That's the casualty. And a lot of network marketers, they don't plan the days. So, I want to do the business tomorrow. But they're not planning out. And tomorrow, you know why? Because the thing called life. And life happens. Life knocks you out. And all of a sudden, the day's gone. Or by the time you're ready, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm so tired. I can't prospect. Set that consistent time. You got to create that time. Otherwise, something else will take up that time. Planning your days, contacts. Who are you going to contact? Who are you going to follow up? If you're going to meet new people, where are you going to meet these new people? Are you going to go to a coffee shop? What's your plan? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. To plan, who are you going to talk to today? Even right after this call. Right? Think about it. Right now it's in the morning, in the evening. Who are you going to talk to today? Hopefully you have a plan. If you don't have a plan out, right after this call, plan it out. Who are you going to call? And write it down. And I'll give you the thing called a 3-second rule. Every time you think of someone's name, within 3 seconds, you got to make that phone call. You think it's the person that you need to follow up with? Less than 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, go follow up with that person. Write that name down. Because if you don't, we end up talking ourselves out of it. I'm going to give you a couple other things, too. Part of success, you got to grow, right? Don't make the money. Don't make the million for the million. Make the million for the person you become. That is the real value. You see a lot of people who win the lotto, they'll be more poor because there's still poverty mindset. This one of the best things is business, like I said, it allows you to fulfill your unlimited potential. Allows you to grow. That is the real value. Right? So one of the things I learned early on, and this was tough for me, was if you want to be successful, leaders, and by the way, maybe you say, I don't have a leader in my downline. Yes, you do. Your first leader in your business is yourself. You're your leader. You found your leader. You grow. You grow yourself, you attract better people. What are ways to grow yourself and be attractive to prospects, be a person that people want to be with, is you never criticize, complain, or condemn. Okay? Never criticize, complain, or condemn. Because a couple of things. Number one, it's easy to criticize, complain, right? Because that's the society, everyone else's fault. But when you do that, you're not getting any better. If things are not working out, it's always your fault. Look in the mirror. That is how you grow. Because remember, there's no winning or losing. It's winning and learning. The more you accept responsibility, the more you'll grow. So my upline is not supporting you. Your fault. Grow yourself. If you grew yourself, you wouldn't need the upline. Or, hey, my upline is not supporting me. It's your fault. You're dumb enough you joined the person. You have joined someone else. It's still your fault. It's always your fault. See, if you start blaming people, you never get better. You don't grow. Oh, the prospect said no. I did this long presentation. The prospect's so negative. It's your fault. Because if the prospect was negative, you should even present it to the person. You should qualify them right away. It's like, hey, save them for later. Spend your time. See, this business is not about converting people. This business is finding like the next Charlotte, the next leaders in the business, the next Rachel Jackson, the next Carrie Crane Dickies, to find the superstars. I figured that out. I was like, hey, I'm looking for the next Simon. If that person's next, I'm moving on. This is a sorting business. See, the quicker you go through your list, if you go and say, I'm going to, just so you have a list of 100 people, I'm going to take, 1 month to talk to 5 people, 10 people, like the way I did. I thought my first 2 months talking to 10 people. This business is miserable, boring, miserable. But when you got 10 people to call, I'm like, I don't even have time to call. Oh, crap, I got to call this person. I got to stay up and I got to call. You don't have time to go to the bathroom calling? That's when it's exciting and you are making money. You got to plan it out. Okay? Never criticize, complain for them. Anything that's not working out, ask yourself, what is the lessons I learned? How can you present that? Prospectors didn't join. It's not a prospect's fault. Number one, you either shouldn't have presented it, or you could present it better, or you talk too much. This business is not about selling it. I made that mistake. It's about, you're not selling them how great LifeVantage is. You're not, LifeVantage is great. You guys have great product. But the number one thing, because most of you are talking to friends, they believe you. They believe, especially if you have a product testimony, you have a great, they believe that it works. But what the reason they're not joining, they don't believe they can do it. So they give you excuses. I don't have time. I'm not a good salesperson. How many of you feel that? How many of you have got an objection that from your prospect, I can't sell, or I don't like to sell, right? If you're getting that, you know why? Because you basically are talking too much. You're trying to sell them. If you're trying to sell them, because your prospect is not dumb, they think that they got to do whatever you did to them. I want to repeat that. They always feel like they got to do what you did to them. If you talk a lot, they feel they got to talk a lot. If they feel like, oh, I heard a phone ring. I thought it was actually my phone. So I thought it was a prospect calling for you guys. But if you're talking a lot, they feel they got to talk a lot. If you know everything about the product and give an expert product demonstration, they think they got to be a product demonstration, and they'll say, I don't have time. Actually, the better you are in presenting, the worse it is, because people will tell you, I can't present well. Because, I did this. I made this mistake. So after I was making 6 figures already. I was, talking. I got to, I kind of deviated from the basics. The basics is peak interest, pass them a tool, or pass them to upline. Have someone else do the presentation. And the person who presents should never be the one who invites. So if Charlotte is inviting someone, she should not be presenting. Someone else should be presenting, or a video presents. Because the more you talk, I think I got to do it. And they think, well, I don't have time. I don't have time. I can't speak. I can't speak well. I can't sell. Right? When I start speaking, so I kind of have a big ego. I go, I can do my own presentations. I don't need my upline for 3 ways. I don't present. You know what people said to me? Oh, Simon, you've been doing this for a while. You're an amazing presenter. I'm so happy for you, but I don't have time to do this. So I lost people. So when I end up doing this, I had one of my leaders do presentations for me. So I'll present, and my leader doing a presenting. I'll invite him, hey, are you interested in some part-time income? It's like, great. Oh, so John would do order presentation. And then they say, Simon, I don't like to sell. I said, well, did I try to sell you anything? And people are like, did I try to sell you anything? No. Well, John did all the talking. See, that's how easy. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just have you where you're interested in making money. John did all the work, and I make money. Is that something you can do? It's easy. See, people really want to see they can do it. If you can sell them that they can do it, so sell your team, sell the training. But if the more you talk, be like the expert. No one thinks they can be the expert. Okay, keep it simple, because a prospect basically has 3 doubts. Is this for real? Can I do it, and will you help me? But a big one that stops is, can I do it? You got a great company, great products, great. But you talk like an expert, I'll be the customer, but I don't think I can do it. I don't have the time to do it. So really the business comes down to any dumb idiot can do the business. Just ask them. I'm sorry I said dumb idiot. But there's no dumb idiots on here, so I'm not offending anyone, right? So I'll say, hey, do you want to make some money? Yes, great. Talk to John. John does all the work. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I can make money. We have a team. You want to make some money? Great. Talk to Steve. Watch this video. So the video does the video is the magic. And I always teach us this: sell the trailer, not the movie. You're selling. Don't be the movie. Someone trying to be the movie. You can't be the movie. How can you 10 minutes? How great people, how great company, great products you have in 10 minutes or 30 minutes? You can't. Sell them the trailer. Get them to, don't even be the trailer. Get them to watch the trailer. That's the secret to recruiting. Okay. Two other things is, we talk about opening new markets. I think it's really, really exciting for you all. But really, what difference between the top leader, I'm going to share two things. Top earners, not just from things that help me out, but from my friends that I've talked to. These are things that they all have in common. Number one is they all visualize. They think of the future, right? Most people think of the past. We get 65,000 thoughts a day. 90% of them are negative. Because the past is like, oh, I could have been, when I was younger, I was better looking, when I had more energy, or when I was slimmer, or, there's all this type of stuff, right? The past is negative. Or the last prospect said no to me, or I stuttered in my presentation, or I didn't show up. It's negative. Think of the future. Leaders think of the future. They're daydreamers. They dream. Because yesterday is history. Tomorrow is the mystery. Okay, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. You don't know what you can encounter. You don't know the next person you encounter could be the next superstar. You don't know that. Your past has nothing to do with your future. Dream on. Last thing is the difference. Again, it's all Mount Mindset up here. Is that you go to a company event, you go to a webinar, right? And they're all like, there's two distributors. And they're all both screwed up and messed up. Okay, everyone's screwed up. They have problems, they have personal problems, they never have success, they're all in credit card debt. Two people with same situations. Person A looks at the speaker on the stage, looks like a top leader, and like, oh, she's awesome, but I'm different. I'm a little different. My situation is a little different. The second person should give all the reasons why they're different from that person. Person B will be, they look for similarities. That person was screwed up, I'm screwed up too. If she can make it, I can make it. That's basically the difference. Okay, between someone's successful, someone's not. If you see as top leader, whoever you look up to in your company, don't look at the differences. Oh, they don't have kids. Or I have 3 kids. They got it easier. I don't. No. Or they're younger. I'm older. They have more energy. Oh. No, they're better with technology. I'm not. They can do social media. I'm not. No. Don't look for differences. Look for similarities. That's the key. And when you encounter a top leader, not just don't copy what they do, copy how they think. Because everyone goes through crap. Everyone goes through life. But it's not what happens to them, is how they react to them. All right, I can go on and on, but I can go on and on and on, but I just have a ton of fun. I guess, Pam, I'll open up for questions. I'll go for like another 15 minutes. If you have questions and stuff, I'll be happy to take them. But I want you to, okay, we have a question. I want you to start thinking about this. What do you visualize? We all do according to what we visualize. Okay? Okay, that's a good question, Charlotte. We all do what we visualize. So think about this. Before you got on this call, you visualize yourself being on here. That's why you're on here, right? When you wake up, you visualize going to the bathroom, the toilet. That's why you're there. How many of you, we're visualizing. I mean, some people, oh, that's hocus pocus. But, we're visualizing. Most people visualize negative. They visualize, oh, they got to go to work, another tough day at work. That's what they visualize. That's what they get. Visualization makes us do incredible things. How many of you, for example, and I tell you, one of the things I do every morning, I look at a movie. I have a movie of images, dream boarding, and I visualize. I look at it on my Evernote. And so think about this. Visualization works way more powerful than affirmations. How many of you actually have ordered, be honest, have ordered a pizza late at night? late at night, and even though you're not supposed to, you order the pizza. Right? We've ordered pizza late at night, something like that. Now, before you order the pizza, did you say affirmations like, I'm going to order pizza, I'm ordering a pizza, No one does that. But I bet you this is what happened. This is what you did do. You visualize, you thought about, oh, when the guy rings the bell, open the door, the pizza is nice, it's in the box, it's nice and hot. And the cheese is all melted, and the crust is crispy, and the first bite is so good. And the next thing you know, you're down and you order that pizza. Right? You visualize actually all your senses. You see the person delivering the pizza, the box, the smell, the steam, the crust, the first bite. We always do what we visualize. Visualize yourself being a top leader. What would a top leader do? What would like a Carrie Crane Dickey do? What would like, like a Tim Collins, what would these top leaders in life, and what would they do? What do they do the night before they sleep? They plan the day. Visualize. If someone said no to them, what would they do? Visualize yourself the top leader, and you will be that top leader. All right, I'm going to go through some questions real quick before I keep going on. So what's the best way to launch a new distributor to success? You want to create them quick wins, okay? Quick wins as possible. So there's something we did. When are people most successful? Sean, when are people most excited about the business? At what point are they most excited about the business? When? Maybe I'll mute you. Hold on. There we go. So when are they? There we go. When are they most? When they start? At what point do they start? At what point, Charlotte?
It's always once they've just enrolled, right? Once they just get introduced to the business, that's when they're really excited. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the second they sign the application, the ink hasn't even dried yet.
Yeah.
Because right afterwards, everything kind of goes downhill. When you sign the application, and it applies to all of us, when you sign the application, that's when you think you're going to make $1 million in 1 year. You'll be a millionaire overnight. And then you go home and you realize, oh man, this is actually a lot harder than I thought. Everything goes, you talk to friends, and even if no negative, think of they're excited to join. Like, Charlotte, say you can't go to the training. I'm excited to go to tomorrow's training. I'm fired up. And then I look at my phone. Oh, my wife needs to do this. Oh, my youngest son got sick. Oh, I got to do. And all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I'm not even focused at the business anymore. So here's the key. You got to get them a quick win. So, for example, if I recruited you, Charlotte, I'll say, hey, now, even if you don't even get any rejection, just say you go to your friends, your mates, and say, oh, Charlotte, that doesn't work. Your excitement goes down. And then tomorrow, say, Charlotte, want to come out for training? You're like, you're visualizing, oh, my 5 friends have said no to me, they're making fun of me, things are over, you Googled and things are too expensive. You're not coming out anymore. So this is what you do. I say, so once you sign up, you're excited, right? I say, Charlotte, are you interested to make some money? You want to make, I can help you make $200 immediately right now. Or just take you 20, 30 minutes of your time. Can you stay for 20, 30 minutes and I can help you make a check immediately? Now, what's she going to say? What will you say? Yes, right? Are you muted? Okay, I muted you. She will say yes. So,
yeah.
So in that 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to teach y'all how to invite. Make a list of your 5, 10 friends and invite. So how do you invite? You can call your friend. Hey, by the way, I'm working with a new company right now. I'm working with this guy, Simon. You can call your close friends. They may not be interested in opportunity, but what the one thing that people love to do? They love to give their opinion and advice. So you call your mates, hey, I'm really excited. I'm working with this strange American, but I really need your advice and opinion on something. Can you take a quick 2-3 minute call? He's incredible. I'm very excited, but I need your advice and opinion. Now, if you talk to most of your friends, what will they say? If you're asking for their advice and opinion, they'll say yes. People love to give advice. Now, if you say, are you interested to take a look at a business opportunity? They'll be like, oh, no. But I need your advice and opinion. They'll be like, sure. Well, what is it? So you edify me, and you put me on the phone with your friend, and then me talk to your friend. Now, if you set up 10 phone calls with me, how many? And I share them a little bit about what we're doing. I invite them. I edify you, invite them, and I maybe send them a link, or we set up a 3-way Zoom, or 3-way meeting, or 3-way phone call. How many meetings do you think we'll get out of 10 calls? How many people will be interested to look at what you have? Out of 10. 6?
6,
10,
yeah.
7,
Yeah.
6, okay. All right, 1. Okay, so we have, so probably someone would be 1 then 6, 3 or 4 if you talk to 10. Now, it's not Charlotte presenting, it's the upline presenting. I'm presenting. I'm talking to Charlotte's friend. Charlotte is not talking. I am speaking to Charlotte's friend. Hey, blah, blah, edify Charlotte, would you be interested? We probably get 3 to 5 meetings. Now, when you go home and you talk to all the friends, and they say that, oh, Charlotte, what did you do that? And no one doesn't work. I joined. No one's interested. What would you say to them? Are you going to be destroyed? You may know. You'd be like, hey, I don't know what happened to you, but we got. I'm working with Simon. We got 3 or 4 meetings set up already.
Yeah.
You're excited, right? So now when I call, hey, Charlotte, if you want to come out again tomorrow, meet up, and make a couple more phone calls, what are you going to say? Yes, because you're excited already, because we set up meetings. Okay, so you do this. You can do this through Zoom, or you can do it face to face. One of my friends in Hong Kong does this. In our company, we have this platinum pay setter thing. You get 4 people. He can meet the person in the Hong Kong office, bring their friends. It started in the afternoon. By the evening, that new distributor has 10 downlines already. Because he just brings to the office and he does all the meetings, the presentation. So this is actually a key lesson. When you sign up a new distributor, the new rep is not the destination. It's the doorway to the destination.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning, if I recruited Charlotte, Charlotte may not be the superstar, even though she is, but Charlotte definitely knows someone that's going to be a superstar. And I want to get to her network as quickly as possible. I just met someone in Vancouver, one of my friends. We had a MLM Nation get together in Vancouver. He's in quote executive gold. He makes about $70,000 a year, right? I was like, how did and his upline is like a superstar, 17-star diamond. So how did they know her? Turns out the 17-star diamond was friends with this person that was the sister-in-law to his cousin, that was cousin to his wife's cousin. And then none of all those people joined the business, and 2 of them were consumers, the rest quit. But he, because of his company, his wife's company started laying off people, retrenching people. He got interested. They got interested. Now they're executive gold, and that maxes the life for them, and they own an extra $100,000 bonus because of this one person. Okay, the person is not the destination; it's the doorway to the destination. So you want to create that quick wins as quickly as possible. Okay, I'm gonna couple minutes, and I gotta go at the hour because like my family's waiting for me for dinner. But a couple questions. What do you say to a new prospect? You can say, hey, very simple. If I was open in Australia, hey, I'm working with a company. We're expanding Australia and New Zealand. Very excited. Do you know anyone that's open? Would be interested to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month that won't interfere with their current job. Okay, do you know anyone? Our company's actually looking to expand, looking for people. Do you know anyone that's interested to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month but won't interfere with their current job? So if you say like, oh, we're in financial freedom business, people are not interested. Most people don't think they can do business, but the extra $300 to $500 a month, that's believable. And you have to important to say is won't interfere with the current job. Because most people say, oh, I don't have time. I'm so busy already with my work. Won't interfere with the current job. Okay. Let me see other questions. What about a new distributor who said, I want to take it first, so I have my product story first? Good question. That again is, so you let people do that. This is a sorting business. So if they want to do that, then let them do that. You work with the ones that are ready to go and kick butt and go all out. So if they say, oh, I want to take the product first, then great, let them take the product first. Because there's a lot of people who are like that. Okay. How would you suggest we approach top leaders in other companies? Well, before you approach top leaders in other companies, so I don't know your background, your success right now. If my initial reaction to this, you think about the big whale thing again, right? Which is like, if I get this one top leader, I don't have to recruit anymore because they're going to do all the work, which is a trap. because all your hope and energy is trying to get this one leader in. It takes a long time to get a one leader in. And first of all, you got to find out where it's not about approaching top leaders. It's finding what leaders, if you want to answer that question, it's like finding what companies are undergoing changes where some of the leaders are not happy, and then they may open. Right? So most leaders, they're doing well. They're not going to switch companies. Right? You got to find someone that is in a situation, they're not happy, or the company has changes, and they go, and still they may not join you. Right? Most leaders, if they're successful, what they join, it's not just the company and the pay plan. It is the support and your leadership and your team. Are you going to be, because people only join people who are better. Now, if you're a newbie, you have a great leader, identify the leader. Get corporate involved, get Pam involved. They're not just joining. Leaders are not dumb. They don't just a great product. Because they know if you join under the wrong team, you can be screwed. You can be, no support, I'm left alone. They want to join the right company. So you really got to connect them with a top leader with corporate. That's how you get them in. But again, this is like you can spend all this time doing it and miss out on the 50 people that are standing. You know what it is? You know what this business is? You may be in a glory gene thinking about this top leader, and because you're so focused at it, the person in front of you could be your next superstar, but because you're focused on it, you didn't say hi to, or you didn't have a smile on your face to greet that person. Okay, so there's abundant. There's tons of people doing network marketing. Focus on those people instead. All right. Any other last questions before I wrap up? Any other, Pam? Anything else?
So, can you hear me okay? Simon,
yeah.
Thank you so much. This has been absolutely amazing. If I can just recap some of the key things that I took away that I trust everyone else has been writing down as well. We are all born with unlimited potential. Never quit. Stay in this business 5 years and you can make a full-time income. Plug in to everything. Do consistent work every day with recruiting and prospecting. Talk to people. Find hungry people that are willing to change their lives. Treat your business like a job. What else have I got? Present to 3 people every day. Never criticize, complain, or condemn. I love that. Be attractive to prospects. People often join you, not the business. When you make the first million, make the first million for the person you become. I love that. That's so important. Every master was once a disaster. Awesome. Sell the trailer, not the movie. Okay. Find a time every day that you can show up. I love that. Where is the space in your life with your family, your kids, responsibilities, other jobs? What is the space? It might only be 30 minutes a day. I love that. In 30 minutes a day, you can grow this business. Simon, thank you so much for today. We really appreciate your time and we're really grateful to be able to partner with you. And everybody, if you download the podcast app and search MLM Nation, there's some really incredible podcasts that will help your business. Check out Simon also on Facebook, MLM Nation. As I said before, he's partnered with many individuals to great success, and I trust he can do the same for many of you. Simon, I'm hoping that we can check in with you again and do some further work, but let's wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for all the people that joined. We had just under 50 people, which is fantastic. And enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be looking forward to seeing what happens out of this call, guys. See you soon. Thank you. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you all. You know what? I appreciate it. Thank you again, Pam, for the share. I love the crowd. You guys are awesome. You deserve the success. Never give up. And persistence always beats resistance. Keep going. Never quit. You'll be able. You overcome it. And by the way, if you're interested, just go to MLMNation.com. I have a free annual study that I do, what top leaders are doing, different strategies. Just focus on what you're doing. Do the same thing over and over again, and you get there. Treat it like a job. And again, there's all the resources. Just go to MLMNation.com. Hey, thank you all. And remember, we're in the profession to help others. So go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life today. God bless you all. Take care.